The Battle of Hastings was fought on October 14, 1066, between the Norman-French army of William, the Duke of Normandy, and an English army under the Anglo-Saxon King Harold Godwinson. The battle took place near the town of Hastings in southern England. William emerged victorious and was subsequently crowned King of England, thus beginning the Norman conquest of England. The battle is considered one of the most significant events in English history. After the Battle of Hastings, William and his army advanced on London, where they were met with little resistance. The new king was crowned on Christmas Day in Westminster Abbey, but his rule was not accepted by everyone in England. The northern and western regions of the country, particularly the city of York, remained under the control of Harold's brothers and other Anglo-Saxon nobles who continued to resist William's rule. This led to a prolonged period of conflict known as the Norman Conquest, during which William and his army fought against the remaining Anglo-Saxon forces. Eventually, however, William was able to assert his control over the entire country and establish a new Norman dynasty. The Norman conquest brought significant changes to England, including the introduction of feudalism, and the replacement of the Anglo-Saxon elite with Normans. The Norman conquest also brought about significant changes in the English language and culture. The Normans brought their own language, Old French, which greatly influenced the development of Middle English. Latin, which was the language of the church and of the court, also became more widely used after the conquest. The Normans also introduced new architectural styles, such as the building of castles, and new forms of art and literature. The conquest also brought about significant changes in the social and economic structure of England. The Normans introduced feudalism, a system of land ownership and governance in which lords owned land and granted it to vassals in exchange for military service. This led to the emergence of a powerful Norman nobility, while the Anglo-Saxon elite lost their power and wealth. The Battle of Hastings and the Norman conquest also had a significant impact on the history of Europe and the world. The Norman conquest of England was a major step in the process of feudalization and the consolidation of power among European nobles. The Normans were a powerful and expansionist people, and their conquest of England set them on a path of further expansion and conquest. They went on to conquer southern Italy and Sicily, creating a powerful Norman kingdom in the Mediterranean. Their influence also spread to other parts of Europe, as Normans became important players in the politics and culture of other countries. The Norman conquest also had a lasting impact on the development of the English monarchy. The Normans brought with them a strong tradition of kingship and centralized government, which laid the foundations for the later development of the English monarchy. The conquest also established the precedent of the English crown being inherited through the male line, which would remain in place for many centuries.